This video, feeling pretty racist, not gonna lie.
Here's Hassan's response.
I don't think you should be embarrassed by black people saying this about white people. Why the f do you care? Like, you didn't do any of that shit. As long as you're a good person who is open-minded.
I am
Wait, that was the dumbest. Wait, of all the things he could have said, there were actually so many responses that he could have given. I hate it when black people steal shit all the fucking time, and I hate it when black people say, well, hold on. If you're a black person and you don't steal shit, are you really offended that somebody said, wait, like of all the things you could possibly say, well, as long as you're not one of the bad white people, you shouldn't be bothered by it. Why would he go to that for his response?
Dude, the comedy.
Can I, real quick, just on one quick thing related to all of this, one of the things that triggers me the most about whether you're talking about lefties doing it poll or whether you're talking about progressives doing it poll, a lot of people have this huge...
So this video comes from the YouTube channel Cut, which I hadn't actually heard of until this video. They have 10.1 million subscribers. I believe this is somewhere similar to like a BuzzFeed or something. I don't know. I don't really watch videos like this typically. All right, let's start the video.
This guy is cringe, but I don't think he's a legit racist. No, he's just like it's like the anti-sjw edgy folk or whatever.
We asked 100 black folks. I will fall on the ignorant sword right now, but when did we start spelling folks? F-O-L-X. Am I out of the loop? Folks. Folks is an alternative spelling to the familiar word folks. The spelling has been adopted by some communities. What? They use folks because folks isn't gender neutral? Who the fuck has ever been like, how's it going tonight, folks?
That's
the men,
cringe,
not the women.
okay.
Some articles suggest that folks is more inclusive because it's gender neutral. I'm just gonna say it. Bad start to the video. Also, we're getting into this a little too deeply, but I do want to point out the beautiful like to dislike ratio. I am proud to say this video has not been received well. So good job, guys.
What are white people superior at?
Man.
Oh God.
What are white people superior?
I'm sorry. I didn't. That's just. It's just that was a lot. That was a lot at once. And listen. I'm gonna apologize for that. That was not okay of me.
They just keep talking, mostly about their pets.
White people love their dogs. Like, that's all you see.
White people do love their dogs. What kind? It's not. She's not wrong. They got us there.
Cats, letting them get on your countertops while you're cooking. Yes.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Fuck, man, like making cereal?
Casseroles.
What kind of casserole?
Tuna. It's always tuna. What do you mean? It's always tuna.
All right, they got us on that one. There's 8 more of these in my cabinet. So, you know what? Fair.
Using mayonnaise in a lot of...
Dude, I'm in this video and I don't like it. This video does start out lighthearted. It's people kind of remarking and making fun of some white stereotypes. And if I'm being honest, it's funny. Stay with me because the video is going to take a bit of a nosedive.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Smelling funky.
Santa Claus.
Okay, hold on. Let's bring that back. First off, that's
little
a dope shirt. We have what appears to be a police officer wearing a Ku Klux Klan hood. We were all kind of having fun, and now she's just like, yeah, white people smell bad. Are you starting to notice a bit of a shift? Because it's going to get worse.
Okay.
Smelling funky.
Santa Claus.
That was a weird one. They slipped that one in there too. We're superior at Santa Claus? What? What is that?
White people are great at having fun. That's a function of white supremacy because they just don't have as many stresses as we do.
White people are superior at having fun. You hear that? Black, Asian, Hispanic people, you just don't get to have fun like us whites. Sorry, boys, but not only do we not tear it up on the dance floor, but we're having a better time doing it.
White people are very superior at their privilege and utilizing it. We do not have the privilege to do whatever and however we want to.
Well, just to be clear, I recognize that, but neither do I. I can't run around and do whatever the fuck I want in this world.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Insecurity,
pretending, fear,
being fearful of nothing, being ignorant,
Blame.
letting their egos control their every move,
privilege,
Feeling victimized.
Playing the victim.
Congratulating themselves over shit.
Okay, PaymoneyWubby is fucking stupid, okay? Let me just put that out there, okay? I've seen enough of his shit to know that. However, this video, feeling pretty fucking racist, not gonna lie. Just seems like a racist fucking video. I don't know why people make cringe fucking shit like this. Why the fuck does anybody think this shit is a good idea? Just don't, okay? Listen, there's a lot of issues relating to black, Asian, Hispanic people in the United States and different groups of black people and Hispanic people, okay? The way to solve this is not make videos talking about how much you fucking hate white people. Not a good look for you, fam, okay? Jesus Christ.
Shit that they're incompetent at.
You can't just now sit here and keep the goofbally music going. Haha, we're laughing, we're having fun. When there is a very strong shift in what is being said. We went from whites enjoy mayonnaise, haha, to white people are insecure, white people are the most sensitive, white people
smell
are
bad.
Regulatory. What? This went from fun, lighthearted stereotypes to just fuck white people.
Congratulating themselves over shit that they're incompetent at or that should have already been done.
They're superior at being dicks.
Hey, white people, you're just superior at being dicks. Haha, the crowd went mild. What's the joke there? I think I can gauge when you stopped trying.
Do you think that, I don't know if this guy is inspired by, but do you feel like this guy's cadence, this isn't like an insult, his cadence sounds very similar to somebody else. Does anybody know who I'm thinking of? Ah, Cube, got it. Okay, yeah. I think this guy sounds super similar to Anthony Fantano. I feel like the way that he tells jokes and he kind of holds on to something. Or like, I don't know, like it feels like when I listen to him, it feels like he's like super inspired by Fantano. Maybe, I don't know, just in the way that he talks. Like, I feel it.
Trying to be funny. And I don't think in any way.
Like that line right there, trying to be funny. Like that sounds like something I would hear like, trying too hard to be an epic rapper. So I don't know, it sounds like a Fantano line, but
attempting to be funny there at all. I wouldn't call that edgy humor when it lacks humor. It's almost completely devolved into just, let's just shit on white people. I'm not offended if somebody in this video hates white people. What offends me is that I can't criticize this without being labeled as white supremacist, without being labeled as whites having white sensitivity.
It's not the YouTube cadence. Maybe it's a regional
those
thing.
Words. White people are really good at being overly sensitive. So does that just make you and your content immune to criticism? So here's a reaction video from Hassan. He's a Twitch streamer, one of the largest Twitch streamers on the platform currently. And somebody in his chat mentions that there's an embarrassing video that exists. And here's Hassan's response.
I don't think you should be embarrassed by black people saying this about white people. Why the fuck do you care? Like, you didn't do any of that shit. As long as you're a good person who is open-minded.
I am...
Wait, that was the dumbest... Wait, of all the things he could have said, there were actually so many responses that he could have given. I hate it when black people steal shit all the fucking time. And I hate it when black people... Well, hold on. If you're a black person and you don't steal shit, are you really offended that somebody said... Wait, like of all the things you could possibly say, well, as long as you're not one of the bad white people, you shouldn't be bothered by it. Why would he go to that for his response? It was like the worst thing he could have said.
So baffled by that response. You shouldn't be offended if you're not doing the things they're accusing people of.
It was a shortcut.
That I'm understanding from his commentary here is that if you're not racist, if you're not a piece of shit, this shouldn't offend you. I mean, if I got on a video and criticized an entire race of people and then they got frustrated at it, do I just get to say, hey, as long as you don't fall into the criticisms, don't be offended. It's
God, he sounds so much like Fantano, dude. I feel it.
That videos like this get made. This is a large production, 10 million subscribers on this channel. That means there are probably writers who wrote the questions, researchers, teams of people working, editors, directors, people who are approving this. Why didn't anybody stop at one point and go, maybe we shouldn't post some garbage like this? I think I know why they didn't stop. Because we have people like this saying, oh, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be embarrassed unless you are these things. I am none of those things, and I am incredibly embarrassed that these videos get posted consistently.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Oppression, gaslighting,
lack of empathy,
intellectualizing oppression.
Did I say oppression?
They are literally saying white people are superior at gaslighting. What?
Lack of empathy.
You're just saying white people aren't empathetic. What? How can these people say this with a straight face? And then how can people turn around and defend this by saying it's just comedy? I don't think a normal person could look at this video and say it's being presented as a comedy, especially the latter half of the video. I wouldn't consider myself some fucking moral authority or that I'm in any way a better person than these people. I am more in disbelief that the company Cut made this video, allowed this video to air, and then even more so shocked, people are defending this video.
What exactly are white people superior at?
Dude's hat weighs more than him. I'm sorry.
Making us believe that we don't matter.
Believing that they're superior.
Feeling superior.
Thinking they're superior.
Thinking that they're superior.
Thinking that they are superior.
Self-delusion. Controlling the narrative.
Believing their own press.
Marketing of white superiority.
Dude, the comedy. It's...
Can I real quick, just on one quick thing related to all of this, one of the things that triggers me the most about whether you're talking about lefties doing id poll or whether you're talking about progressives doing id poll, a lot of people have this huge, I'm gonna repeat this a million times, I'm sorry, because people just miss this. People have this huge misunderstanding of how like systemic or structural racism works. It doesn't require people to be racist in order for it to exist. For some reason, nobody knows this, or everybody forgot this, or people are just trying to score woke points or some shit on fucking Twitter or YouTube. The fact of the matter is, the reason why systemic or institutional racism is so pervasive and is hard to deal with is because it doesn't require individual racist actors. It doesn't actually require any individual white person to think they're superior to black people or that they're a supremacist or whatever. Like, the systems don't need that to perpetuate themselves. I don't know why people keep fucking this up. It might be the most important part of like systemic racism. You have to understand it as a system, not as a collection of individual racist people. Because at that point, if it was just a bunch of people being racist, we wouldn't have to call it systemic or structural racism. We just call it racism. Or we just call it a bunch of people being racist.
Coming out in droves, dude. I can't stop laughing. A question that I know a lot of people will ask themselves is, well, what if the roles were reversed? What if this was a video of 20 white people saying the same things about any other race? Well, obviously that video would get them in a lot of shit. Jobs would probably be on the line if white people did the same thing. I'm not gonna say I disagree with that, but I still think it's an irrelevant point. I don't care what would happen if a white person did this. I don't need to care, because regardless of if I'm personally offended by this video, I don't know how you can make the case that this doesn't divide people more.
Whether you are Republican, whether you're Democrat, whether you're conservative, like, white people are really good at upholding white supremacy.
How about claiming that, you know, they are actually a whole separate race, when actually white DNA comes from the black female?
So what exactly are white people superior at?
Honey, lying, stealing, and cheating.
Hey, white people, you just criminals.
Manipulation. Withholding information.
Lying.
Telling lies. What kind of lies? The lies of history.
Exactly white people superior.
They're real good at violence.
Destiny is white.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but I don't think violence is exclusively a white man's sport.
Isn't more that white people are treated the way everyone should be treated and others are not given the bare minimum?
Sure.
I'm just saying.
Taking what's not there. Taking shit.
Taking our ideas.
Copycatting.
Gentrification.
Appropriating things that do not belong to them.
Taking over other people's cultures.
What are white people good at? Stealing. They're good at taking shit.
They are very good at destruction of land, destruction of people, destruction of humanness.
If you're watching this video and you're young and impressionable, fuck, white people are awful. Oh my God. Y'all killing everybody. Again, going back to Hassan, someone in Hassan's chat while he was watching this video said, this video isn't helpful. And Hassan's reply was this.
I don't know if this is particularly helpful. It's not. It's the cut. It's supposed to be humorous, but of course, in a cut fashion, mayo, spicy, or police stuff is like funny. For me, what's more humorous about this entire process is how upset people get.
It's not trying to be helpful, which I agree. It's comedy. And he said, what's even funnier is how offended people get. It just seems like such a...
I feel like Chappelle is the best person that I am... No, I shouldn't say that, because a lot of stand-up people are really good at like taking a point that is humorous and then like kind of injecting some kind of like serious message at the end. I think Dave is really good at that. But like, this is not... I don't think this makes the mark. Like, if you want to make like a little humorous video about whatever, you can do that, but we're pretty well past like humor right now. Like, we're into just like shitting on white people, which this is like somebody in chat said it best. This is like a white nationalist recruiting video.
A fake answer. So I'm gonna give an actual answer. When I watched this video initially, I was in disbelief. I was in disbelief that a company this large felt comfortable posting something like this, intentionally trying to be helpful. You're right about that, Hassan. It's not trying to be helpful. I do think that this divides people more than it brings people together. And I don't think it divides people in a way that makes them think. I think certain black people would watch this and get very frustrated that this is how they're being represented in this video. And I think that white people would watch this and get even more frustrated that this is how they're being perceived. And again, I will say I'm all for pushing the envelope of comedy, but I really think this is a bit of a blunder.
Well, it's not really comedy.
I really
right?
do.
Yeah.
White people are not superior media with anything?
Nothing.
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 There's nothing.
Wow, we found something we fucking agree on. We're not superior in any way. People can grow, people can learn. I will value you based on your character today. It's as simple as that. The people in this video, I have no problem with. Fuck Cut. Me and all my homies hate Cut. Cut, you can suck my dick. Don't hide behind this fake guise of comedy. You're not even trying to be funny in the second half of this video. Don't fucking bullshit me. If a joke doesn't land because it's offensive, that's different. These aren't jokes not landing. These are not jokes.
I don't think there's anything problematic with this video.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.
We're going to Pound Town.